brighten up the screen then, we have Sharda Cropchem. That's one of the stars of 2016. In fact, the stock is up close to 80% in this year itself. We're currently joined by Mr. Bubna, the Chairman and Managing Director of the company. Hi, Mr. Bubna. Thanks so much, sir, for joining in. You know, stock has done so well, plenty of interest in the company as well as the stock price does indicate. Tell us first, sir, how much, what are the current registration status currently? How many products have you got registration for? I think the last time we spoke, it was at around 1,900, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I have the figures of September 30th.
Okay.
And the figure is 1,936.
All right.
And we had about 800 and odd registrations in the pipeline.
Okay.
We have received some more registrations in the last 2.5 months.
Okay.
But I don't have the count ready in my hand.
But could it be, so what, 200, 300? What could be, you know, out of this 800 that are pending? You know, how many? I mean, just
in this quarter, it could be in the range of about 50, 60, 70. You know.
50, 60, 70. All right.
Okay. Hi, Mr. Bubna, and congratulations, sir, on what looks like a fabulous year. But going ahead now, you know, when you spoke to us post your Q2 numbers, you had said that you expect a top-line growth of about 15% going ahead. But in Q2 itself, you've done, you know, just about 4% odd. What's the plans for the rest of the for the second half of the fiscal?
Madam, I expect in the range of 15%.
You're sticking to that growth, sir, but how will you do that? Because second quarter was only around 4%, so you're expecting quarter 3 and 4 to be exemplary?
Not quarter 3. If you see the background of our company, quarter 4 is the most crucial quarter for us. And we did very well in the quarter 4 last year.
Correct.
And we are hopeful to more or less repeat that performance this quarter.
But Mr. Bubna, you know, as of the half-year mark, I think you've done, you know, the first quarter you did around 14% in terms of a top-line growth. Second quarter you did at around 4%. So, you know, you've done around 9% virtually for the first half of the year. Now, we're saying quarter 3 also is not going to be that great. You expect quarter 4 to what? Do 20, 25, 30%? What is it?
See, I don't have the figure with me, but I think we have kept pace with the first 2 quarters as compared to the previous first 2 quarters in 2015.
So you'll do 15% growth.
Ours is a seasonal business. Sir, ours is a seasonal business. So quarter 1 of the calendar year and quarter 4 of the fiscal year is the most important.
Okay.
And then it goes in the same order. First quarter of the fiscal year is good. Second quarter is a little less, and third quarter is the least, you know.
Okay. Sir, in terms of your import and export market, are you still importing entirely from China? Any change going ahead? And also, Europe currently contributes about over 50%, right, to your revenues. Is there any change in your revenue mix?
No, it will continue to be the same. We'll continue to import from China. And Europe is still the most important region of our business, you know.
All right. You know, Mr. Bubna, I think you're bringing a lot of products from China. The currency is moving around over there. What's it? You're paying in dollars and you receive payments as well in dollars. Are you managing some kind of a hedging strategy?
Yeah, we are managing some kind of hedging strategy. And our sourcing is all in dollars from China.
Okay.
Sometimes when we feel that euro is being a little more dicey, then we also conclude some orders in euros from China. And our sales are in USD, euro, and some other currencies like Canadian dollars. So when the cross currency between the dollar goes down, it affects our business adversely.
Okay. So also this, you know, about 10% of your revenues comes in from this smaller segment where you are supplying the conveyor belts. But over there, if I see operationally, it's not so good. Your EBIT was down about, I think, in double digits, 20% maybe. Revenue itself was down. Are things looking to turn around in that space?
Madam, our conveyor belt business is keeping pace with the agrochemical business in terms of volume as well as in terms of margins. We don't have any investments in conveyor belt business as we have in the agrochemical business. So naturally, the margins of conveyor belt business would be lower than those of agrochemical business. But in terms of volume, conveyor belt business is keeping pace with the volume of agrochemical business, and margins are steady as in the previous years.
Okay. All right, Mr. Bubna, we'll leave it at that, sir. We'll touch base with you next year.